All right, so there's been this debate. I don't know how this came up. Lloyd Banks versus Fabulous. I don't know how this came up, why it came up. I think folks are just bored at this point. But this has sparked up somewhat of a rise on social media. But the reason it just jumped up was because Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder were on the Breakfast Club recently. And I think DJ Envy brought up the whole Fabulous versus Lloyd Banks type of thing, and 50 Cent chimed in. Okay. So let's see what 50 Cent had to say. This was funny. I think he deleted the post, but 50 Cent chimed in and he had this to say about him. He said, right here, he said, Fab versus Banks. They both write better when it's about girls. They both think they are better than everybody. They both never put no work themselves. They both are not likely to sell at this point in their career. It's a ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's a tie, ladies and gentlemen. They are the same. Okay. Now that, that made people laugh and stuff like that. First of all, that, 50 is the last person to talk about selling. I mean, 50, you sound terrible on the mic nowadays. So 50, just stay out of that. But as far as all the other stuff 50 was saying, they make music best about girls. Fab does. I ain't gonna lie, but they be making good. Fab just made a dope song, well, dope bars going at you, 50. And I've heard plenty of Lloyd Banks and Fabulous songs that don't talk just about women. Lloyd Banks ain't even known for just talking about girls. He had that Karma song, but that wasn't even the best song on The Hunger for More. He had I'm So Fly, Ain't No Click Like the One I'm With, Southside Story, If You So Gangster. And then he had a lot of songs like Started Up, Beamer, Benz, and Bentley, like that. So that's not true, 50. That's just not true. Fabulous had the soul mixtapes and all this other stuff. That's just not true. But if you're asking Jay Red, who I think is the better rapper, better artist, in 2026, I'll say Fabulous. If this was 2003, 2004, I would give it to Lloyd Banks without question. But from '05 on up, I give it to Fabulous. Reason being is because Lloyd Banks just didn't sound the same after Hunger for More. He got away from the punchlines and metaphors. I mean, he still had him there. Now he still put out, some decent music because I did like Hunger for More too. I bought that album. It was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But when you're talking about bars, most recently in the last decade, you gotta go with Fab. You gotta go with Fab. Not trying to crap on Lloyd Banks, but I think that like 2003, 2004 Lloyd Banks, 2003, 2004 Lloyd Banks, man, it wasn't nobody touching him when it came on with the metaphors and the similes and all that stuff, right? The punchlines. I feel like Lloyd Banks was like the punchline king outside of Cassidy in that 2003, 2004 era. Fabulous became better a little bit after that, but like I said, if this is 03, 04, I give it to Lloyd Banks. Fabulous has it now. So if Lloyd Banks drops a project and Fabulous drops a project, I'm more than likely to go check out the Fab project. But to say that both of them, 50 Cent, make songs, the best songs they make are about girls, I just can't agree with that. Now Fabulous has some songs, initially he was like the ladies' man at first, but eventually he kind of got away from that. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is he has other songs outside of songs about chicks that go hard. You know what I'm saying? Like Fabulous is one of the dopest rappers out here. So, but yeah, that's the best way to answer. I guess I'll say Fabulous, but if this is '03 or '04, 2003, 2004 Fab ain't touching 2003, 2004 Lloyd Banks. And I'll put money on that. I'm 10 toes down on that. So y'all let me know in the comments who you feel like is the better rapper, better MC, better overall artist. Is it Lloyd Banks or Fabulous?